Hi everybody, welcome to the thumb. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Yeah, that last video I got 6 new subscribers. That's like I don't know, got to be a few percent increase. So no, it really makes me happy, and it makes me I don't know, motivates me honestly, because I've gone for months without new subscribers, and I don't know, something about this all crop, everybody seems to like it. So on that note, I've got to take some rye off today. It was just yesterday I finished up the wheat. Now had a field that I knew was going to be a little bit early because I planted it real early. The field I planted before that, I just got done brush hogging. I just mowed her down. It was so full of weeds it wasn't even worth trying. But this other one, it's kind of weedy. It's not perfect, but I think it'll go through fine. You know, it's not so thick that it won't go through the combine. So anyway, I gotta hook this up, take it home, grease her up, and I gotta get to work. Okay, I don't have my microphone on, so hopefully you can hear me. Let me show you what I got. So here's probably the better of the bunch. This is about 1.5 acres. If you've watched my videos in the past, last year this was oats, and I did a little oats. Now it's wild carrots and rye. But anyway, yeah, just had a brain freeze here. But yeah, last year it was oats, and the year before that it was weeds and brush. So it was weeds and brush for about probably close to 30 years, and the guy that owns this place asked me to tame it down for him. He's a guy from the city. He owns like 20 acres here, and yeah, doesn't farm it. Can't get big equipment back here. You couldn't get a real combine back here, or a modern combine, excuse me. But anyway, so yeah, I'll get fields opened up a little bit, and I'll try to get some footage. Stick around, I guess. Yeah, this is worse than I thought. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it's terrible. It's yeah, it's just extremely weedy. Anyway, you can see some of that. I didn't think it'd be that bad. It is. I guess I'll keep going. I turned the wind up a little bit. I think I'm gonna turn her up a little more. This is like I'm like 1 notch from being fully open. I don't care if I blow a little dirt seed over. It's bad. I shouldn't even be out here, really. Oh well, but here I am. Well, I ended up abandoning that field of rye. Yeah, the weeds got out of hand. I took out like a dump and a half of, in that. So yeah, maybe 25 bushel, 20, 25, somewhere in there. Yeah, it wasn't worth the hassle. The weeds got out of hand, and I knew they kind of had a hunch they would. There's quite a seed bank back there because it's, I don't know, it's been sitting vacant for so long, and it's wet, and I couldn't get back there and spray it this spring. That's what the real problem was. I usually put 2,4-D on stuff, and yeah, it was basically underwater till June, and by that time the rye was higher than the sprayer boom. So yeah, and I don't pay around on that, and I really didn't have a whole lot into it other than some fertilizer, and if I just disc it back down, it's fertilizer will still be there. So yeah, it was kind of discouraging, but what do you do? I mean, I'm not going to beat my head against the wall to get 100 bushel of rye off. So I thought maybe I would talk about everything that I do to, basically get this ready for winter. I'm not going to use it anymore this year, so yeah. So what I do is, well, for obviously take off the ground drive chain. I just kind of toss it up here. It kind of wedges in there good. It's not going anywhere. I obviously I use a leaf blower and an air compressor hose with a wand and just clean it out as good as I can and let it sit there and idle. I know it's kind of a dumb thing, but sit there and let it idle and leave the unloading auger on. As a matter of fact, I should shut that off. Leave that on, just let everything run, and then just kind of start by getting all the chaff and seed and everything that gets kind of down in that little trough there. Kind of keep blowing that out and blow it up, and then you just kind of blow it out of there. There's a lot of little valleys and stuff that'll hold seed, and I've been getting better at it every year. But yeah, once I get everything blown out, I leave this end door up. That way, I figure if that's down, then the coons will be a lot more comfortable in there. So this will at least, I haven't had any coons in here yet. I do have a mouse nest or two every year in the elevators and stuff, but I don't think there's any way to avoid that when it sits out like this. Yeah, then, well, I flip this top draper up, which loosens this belt, or this draper, and then there's a tightener on each side, and I loosen them up too for the winter. Yeah, I probably should put it on blocks or something, but them tires are shot anyway, so I'm surprised they've lasted. I've had this for, what, 3 or 4 years now, and I'm surprised they've lasted that long. They're pretty bad. Anyway, so that's what I do to winterize it. So I'm sorry, I hope you weren't too disappointed in not being able to see me take rye off. I guess if you want to see this thing working in rye, a good field of rye, was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year I did a video on it, which All Crop to the Rescue, I think it was called. It's like, well, a year ago. So yeah, you could look that up if you want. But yeah, I don't know, just like all my other videos, kind of touch and go whether it's a good one or not. But yeah, but even that, thanks for watching, and take her easy.